Yeah. Tell me what got gun on that dirt. Yeah. Yo, if I were podcasting, it would be insane. Knowledge flowing like the sweetest rain. Professor Bear on the mic, spreading wisdom wide. The best thoughts, that's my pride, can't hide.
With the voices in your ear, changing the game.
If I rule podcasting, every thought we'd ignite. In a world of chatter, we'll spark in the fight. With Professor Bear, we're climbing to new heights. A best thoughts podcast, shining bright in the night. Topics from the heart, never sounding the same. Got laughs and debates, never dull or bland. From culture to tech, take you by the hand. Join the ride with us, feel the vibe expand. With every episode, we shine that
beginnings on the cusp. Not too old to adjust. Old dog, new tricks. Remember, I was just a pup. Something dirty in my cup. Clean soul.
So tune in, don't miss what we got to share. If I rule podcasting, I spread the love everywhere.
Welcome, and thank you for joining me this evening. I am Professor Bear, and this is a Bear's Thoughts. And guys, girls, I have been having such an amazing 2026. Things have been flowing so smoothly. I have gotten to talk to my family. I've got to talk to new friends. I've just been enjoying this Podcasters Appreciation Month, and I have two more great podcasters in front of me. So I was doing what I generally do, go through my social media and looking at things, and all of a sudden I see theirs. And the first thing that caught my attention was how excited they were from coming from a WWE show. Now, I'm not a WWE hater. I'm not the greatest fan either, but you can definitely tell the genuine happiness of being there. And I just, man, I felt it. I was like, okay, I'm going to see if they will come on my show. If I got to bombard them, I got to do it. Don't want to be a stalker, but you know, when you want to get people on your show, sometimes you got to go a tad ignorant, but luckily I didn't. They looked, once we connected, they were ready for it. So let me introduce y'all to the chef and JT. How are y'all doing this evening?
We're good. How are you?
Oh man, I'm doing wonderful.
Thank you for that beautiful introduction of us. Thank you.
Oh, no problem. It's so easy when you're telling the truth. It's easy. So, I wanted to say this because if I don't, I'm gonna forget, and I'm bad when I lose my focus. But guys, girls, you see a QR code pop up. Now, if you've been watching any of my stuff this year, you know that that QR code will take you to their Instagram page. So what y'all need to do, well, no, I'm not going to say need. What I would like for you to do is to
y'all need to.
Please.
No, y'all need to.
Please. You heard them. You need to go check out their Instagram. I promise you, it is amazing. And again, sometimes it's like you see certain people and you connect with them. It's almost like, man, they're that lost family member that you heard of, but you've never seen. Then when you finally connect, it's like, oh, yeah.
I'm gonna start playing the music in the background that they have when they want you to give for the little animals and everything.
Not Sarah McLachlan, Lord, no.
I love that. That's cool.
Only a cup of coffee a day. That's all it costs.
So I'm gonna start like I always start my podcast. How did you all become fans of wrestling?
I'm gonna let the lady start first.
Of course. I don't know. I just remember watching it as a kid. So as a kid, it was one of those I grew up in a neighborhood with mostly boys. There were literally 3 girls on our block, 4. So wrestling, we always just played wrestling. And then I started watching it. Just, Hulk Hogan, my father would watch it. Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior, Macho Man, Roddy Piper back then. I kind of stopped watching it towards the beginning of the Attitude Era. And then I got back into it like 2009 to 10 somewhere. And then when we started dating, it's just been consistent from 2012 until today.
All right.
Yeah, I'm pretty much old with mine. Like I started, one of my neighbors actually introduced me to WWF. So I, was watching. I remember one of the first matches that I saw was Hulk Hogan versus Mr. Wonderful. Yeah, and it was on a Saturday. So, from that point, I've been pretty much hooked. So every era of wrestling in terms of WWF, WWE, being able to witness Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior. I was about to say Oak Warrior. Watch Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior go against each other, to
I remember that.
Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker, to John Cena and Randy Orton, you name it. Then, I ended up also getting into NWA.
I never watched NWA. Not ECW. I was not an ECW girl.
So I got into ECW late. My brother actually introduced me to ECW.
I did like TNA, well, NWA, whatever it was called back then. I liked a little TNA.
Definitely a big fan of TNA. I remember, AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels when they first got started and everything. So, like she said, when we ended up getting together, I was watching wrestling already at that point every Monday and depending on what day of the week SmackDown came on.
Right.
It might have been a Wednesday, might have been a Thursday. But yeah, we're pretty much lifers. We have gone to
not WWE lifers. Let's be clear.
What lifers? We're wrestling lifers.
We're wrestling lifers.
Hey,
I'll say that.
That is the best thing to be, in my opinion. Just be able to flow, because there's so many different promotions out there and different styles. It's good to be frequent and easy to pick up something new, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
So it is so funny that you mentioned Hogan and Mr. Wonderful. Matter of fact, it was yesterday or the day before, I can't remember. I was just scrolling, doing my 10,000 things, and I saw where Hogan got turned on by Mr. Wonderful. Yes. And I just fell out laughing, because as a kid, I remember it too. And it's like, oh man, I remember when he pile drove him and
Yes.
Hogan with that fake leg shake.
Like, absolutely. And that actually might have been my introduction, quite honestly.
Wow.
Yeah.
So where are y'all? Y'all out of Detroit, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. One thing for me, I'm from the South in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Okay.
And I grew up an NWA kid. I
Okay.
knew it. Matter of fact, most of my belts on the wall are NWA belts. But for y'all, and I know you said you watched a little NWA. What is the biggest difference between WWE and other promotions that y'all watch? What is the ideal of WWE wrestling versus anyone else wrestling?
You want this one?
I can. I think it's sports entertaining.
Correct.
It's just sports entertaining. Like WWE has, I think, great entertainers who are great wrestlers. And then they have great entertainers who are also there. So, and I'm not taking away from the athleticism of anybody, but
Right.
I think that there are some people who can go to any promotion and get over and be a star from an entertainment standpoint and an athletic ability standpoint. But there are some people that should just stay where they are. I won't name names.
I was just about to say, I'm curious now who you think should stay where they are.
I think that a Bianca Belair and a Rhea Ripley can go anywhere. I think a Tiffany Stratton should stay where she is.
You know what? And
okay, you asked.
I will say this. I am not the biggest Tiffany Stratton fan.
Mm-hmm.
I think they screwed up by letting her hold the title as long as they did.
They did. Her character got stale.
Yes, and her character was a heel. It's just fans fell in love with her, and I thought to myself, they should make her do more heelish stuff because she is gonna flop as a face.
So I think her character in NXT was actually phenomenal.
Yes.
I am. She does not particularly care for Tiffany Stratton. I am more of a Tiffany Stratton fan, but I'm also a Tiffany Stratton fan from the NXT era. I like the whole thing of her playing daddy's little girl that had the credit card and, spoiled as all get out and, all of that type of stuff. Then, of course, when unfortunately we see a lot of times where people get moved up to the main rosters and they end up becoming diluted, lose a lot of their personality. And, just to go back to your original statement in terms of the differences between NWA versus
or any other promotion.
Or any other promotion. A lot of times you see these wrestlers in these other organizations and you see some of the athleticism and the moves that they do, and it catches your attention. And I think for a lot of people, especially for the company in the North, they see these things, they want these things on their show, but a lot of the things that they want on their show wind up becoming a little bit too
generic.
Or they'll just eliminate things from them altogether. Like I'm pretty confident that there are a lot of moves that we would see come from a Kevin Steen, but there are a lot of moves that unfortunately we won't see in Kevin Owens.
Right.
That's a good point. Like, I think they took a character like Shinsuke Nakamura and made him like generic Japanese wrestler number one. Like, and I am a Shinsuke fan. His theme song was my ringtone for like 3 years. I am a fan. But they fumbled him.
I agree. I agree wholeheartedly.
I really feel like when they started this new gimmick that he had where he was only speaking in Japanese and they had like the anime like type of background, you had money there, but you did not actually use it to the potential that it could have been.
He was just supposed to be a carrot dangler. They wanted, what's his face? They were trying to get Okada. They were trying to get Okada to sign. And so they were using Shinsuke as like, and I don't like that either at all.
I think like with where they messed up is, and I hate to say it'll sound like this, but they're so blatantly biased towards certain cultures, and they like, if you're Japanese, then you got to be a villain. You got to talk Japanese. And it's like, man, this is 2026. Come on. Come on. You know? And again, a lot of times I'm a type of fan that, and I know this is going to sound Triple H's, but I don't see color until they make me see color and nationality. Like when I watch AEW, they flow. It's a flow. You're a wrestler. First thing first, you are a wrestler. I don't care where you come from, you're a wrestler. Versus WWE, you're a character.
Yes.
And it's like you ruin so many. Why in the world that Shinsuke has won the Intercontinental title, the US title, the tag titles, but most people look at that as a joke? It's like there's no substance behind it. And it's so, for me, disrespectful.
Absolutely.
That man is a legend.
That's like when Asuka came up to the main roster from NXT, they jobbed her out to Charlotte Flair.
Ooh.
That's just like when Shayna Baszler left NXT and she was a beast down there, and then all of a sudden now she's biting necks and she's a vampire. You know, you try to save her by putting her with
Sonya
Ronda Rousey.
Oh, that experiment from hell,
and that pretty much blew up in their faces. But I guess that's the unfortunate thing.
That's the entertainment part of it.
Yeah, I think, and I've said this part before, I think unfortunately WWE focuses more on the E versus the W.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And to a point, I understand what they're going for.
Mm-hmm.
But again, on the marquee, it says wrestling.
Yes.
Wrestling. And most fans are there for the wrestling part of it. Now, again, do they have some funny skits? And yes, they do. I won't deny that. But when I watch a 3-hour show and only get 4
matches,
wrestling matches, there's a problem.
4 wrestling matches at 8 minutes apiece, by the way.
If you're a woman, 4. In a commercial break. You don't even see the whole match. Just in a commercial break.
So again, I definitely want people to understand. I'm not a hater of WWE.
Absolutely.
It's just, I think that us fans, especially us longtime fans, we want the wrestling. We want more wrestling. Yeah. And I get that they're trying to get newer fans, but you can't keep insulting our intelligence like we won't go somewhere else.
This is no longer the game where, and I think that's part of the issue too. The Fed operates like they are the only game in town still. but you're not. And I have to be very transparent. AEW is tiring for me. Like, I don't have 38 hours to watch a pay-per-view on a Sunday night, Tony Khan. I don't have it. Wrap this shit up in, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cuss.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Sorry. Wrap this shit up, because that's what I say. Wrap this shit up and, give me 3.5. I can do 4. I remember us watching one of these pay-per-views, and I was just like, I lost brain cells.
I don't remember which one it was. I think I'm still watching it right now.
You probably are. It was like 22 matches, not including the pre-show. This is stupid. Everybody in your company does not need a wrestling match because it is a pay-per-view.
I get that point, that point of it, but like and this is my defense for that. If we pay, if you decide to buy it and you're doing the pay-per-view and you spending $40 on it,
mm-hmm.
you get your $40 worth.
Absolutely.
Say again, I'm sorry.
I said, do you? Because 17 of those matches didn't need to be on there. We didn't need 17 of the matches.
Well, I would say this. I would rather pay $40 for 23 matches than $50 for 4.
That's true.
That's true.
And the thing is, maybe a lot of those matches are not had a build up or anything, but at least they have action.
Yeah,
they go back to wrestling, and I've said this quite a bit that I think AEW at least, like, okay, we're getting your money. We're trying to give you a show that you will remember, and their pay-per-views are always talked about. Maybe because you lost some brain cells, maybe you forgot what day it was, but at least they put on phenomenal matches, and they always have something that catches your eye.
They do.
So, excuse me. So in that instance, nobody ever accused Tony Khan of not being able to put on a phenomenal pay-per-view.
Because he can.
He absolutely can. I really feel like he can take something in terms of a pay-per-view that everybody might have thought was crap and then turn around and make it one of the best things that it could possibly be. But at the same time, I shouldn't have to
call in for work because I want to watch it.
Tell my job that I'm not going to be able to make it in, or I'm going to be late because I'm watching it. Now, there was something that I had a thought. I lost it. Oh God, sorry. It'll come back.
It happens.
I'm gonna get it, but just moving on.
To the camera. Yeah. You're looking for it over there.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. I was just gonna say, what is y'all thoughts about Powerhouse Hobbs going to WWE?
So I'm hoping that I really feel like first off, I'm going back to Will Hobbs because that's what he came in as. Mm-hmm. I really feel like Will Hobbs was definitely underutilized. Yeah. You know, they had him in Taz's group. Then he ended up leaving Taz's group, and they started this whole Book of Hobbs thing, and that fell through. And now you got him bouncing back and forth from everybody's faction, and so now he's with the Ops. I think Will Hobbs, or Powerhouse Hobbs for that matter, is a very good get in either company. But much like anybody, and I just found my thought that I was going to say, but I think part of the problem is that Tony Khan has too many toys in the toy box, and so therefore everybody does not get utilized. So people start getting dusty, and it's like, okay, I'll give you an example. Where the hell is Keith Lee?
No.
Well,
where is Wardlow?
He's in.
Well, I got an answer for both of them.
Oh, please.
Okay, Wardlow is hurt again. They brought him back, I think 3 weeks later he got hurt again. So that's where he is. Keith Lee, Keith is dealing with some issues that they won't talk about, and this was part of his issues in WWE, and it's some kind of medical stuff. But to him and his wife's credit, it hadn't got out, which I'm glad about that, because certain things need to stay private.
Absolutely. I think Hobbs going over there is gonna be a fucking bust.
I don't feel that way, at least not right now, because as long as he doesn't come to the main roster right away, I think that he'll do fine.
They already got Obafemi. They don't need him. They only gonna allow so many big black men on that show.
I can't argue with you.
Dude that was throwing people in the stands. What's his name? We just saw him. He was throwing on NXT, because I thought Hobbs was
yeah, I know when they had the brawl and he just came out just grabbing people, slinging them like they were nothing.
Unless you play, he will do great in WWE if he is positioned correctly. The problem is, I don't think that they know what to do with him, and so he will end up like Omos.
No disrespect to Omos.
No, because he's killing it in AAA. He's having a ball in AAA, which is great.
Right.
But you signed up to WWE.
Omos is definitely no Will Hobbs. Will got some skills, and I think that they will let him go through the NXT route, because they want him to learn how they wrestle. One person they should have made go to NXT, and it's biting them in the butt right now, is the WWE Women's Champion.
Yes.
Stephanie.
No.
Jade Cargill.
Yes.
Now, and look, I love Jade. I really do. But look, everybody talked about Nia, how she was hurting people.
Yeah, buddy.
But Nia ain't got nothing on Jade. She done put out all her
every contender she didn't injure. However, I will say this. Jade's arrival to WWE was a middle finger to Tony Khan. And they tied her to Bianca and Naomi. They created that great storyline. I think that she would probably be, and I think Naomi getting pregnant threw off everything. So I don't think that was the plan, was for them to rush that belt onto Jade.
Right.
I really thought Naomi and Jade and Bianca as a trio would be a WrestleMania match for the title. They didn't have anything planned for her, because all their plans were built around her, Naomi, and hopefully a returning Bianca. Well, when Bianca's not coming back anytime soon that we know of, and Naomi got, Big Jim ruined Naomi's hot girl summer. So he ruined her push, like the hater he is. He's a hater.
He got to be a hater. Everybody in his family getting pushes herself here. Look, I love my wife. I love my wife to death. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be doing this right now. But damn it, my wife, my brother, my cousin, the uncle that retired 20 years ago, the damn family dog, everybody getting themselves here. Jim, like, hello.
And Big Jim said, y'all won't give him no title, so I'm going to give her a baby. Here's my title right here. Little Jim.
And what's funny to me about the whole situation is they had the perfect opportunity to give Jim the U.S. title. You didn't have to have him have a long run. Yeah. Just let him get that so he wouldn't feel like the redhead stepchild of the family.
Let me tell you something. we've been playing, WWE 2K25. I don't know what it is about Big Jim on that game, but he's my world champion, and he is not giving that belt up. He will not.
If somehow, some way you see this,
Yes.
you got at least 3 fans that want some love for you, Big Jim.
You got 2.5 because why you ruin my girl's summer, dog? That's all I'm saying. I love you, Big Jim, but you ruined my girl's ride. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Naomi was brought up. Was that not the ultimate way of going out? That promo she cut. Oh my God, I love that. I love that so much.
Naomi, we did a countdown of like our, best of the year of 2025. Naomi was storyline of the year for me, like hero and villain of the year. I loved her arc so much. As a Black woman, to see her be authentically Black, which is not to say that anybody else isn't.
Right.
But they played in her face for so long. She took a chance. She left. She refined her character. She refined her work. And even though I did not like the fact that when she came back in the Rumble, she was overshadowed by Jade. I didn't like that. I peeped that. She still did not let that stop her. Her character development was awesome in 2025. And as happy as I am for Trinity Fatu to become a mother, like when they did that show with Stephanie, whatever her show was called, that podcast with Stephanie, where they officially announced her pregnancy, I was boo-hoo in tears because I remember back from Total Divas when they were trying and she couldn't get pregnant. And so personally, I'm like, that is so awesome for her. Professionally, I feel like it cut her run short, but I also feel like it sets her up in 2 years to come back and just wreck shop. And as long as the landscape doesn't change too much, or she's able to pivot herself correctly. Because some people go out, they're gone for a couple years and they come back and they don't pivot right.
Right.
Like when Charlotte came back from that injury to the Royal Rumble and won, that was a horrible pivot.
Whew.
But she was able to pivot that with this tag team run with Alexa.
Alexa saved her butt.
She did. She absolutely did. She absolutely, and it saved her character. Like I really went from being like boo Charlotte to I kind of like Charlotte, and she's an incredibly athletic competitor. But the years of Charlotte being on top, they don't have to come back.
Well, and stop trying to make her a face. I mean, that's the problem I have.
Yeah,
Charlotte is a natural heel.
She's
her
a natural
father
heel.
is the dirtiest player in the game. Why in the world will you try to keep making her the good guy? Yeah, no, let Charlotte be Charlotte. When she is getting booed, she shows out, and I'm so here for that.
Yeah.
When you keep trying to shove stuff down our throats, that's what gets me. And then with certain characters, like I said, Charlotte, it's the whole Alexa Bliss, and you can tell they are genuine friends. That's why it works so well.
Yeah.
But again with Naomi, oh my gosh, she was on fire.
On fire.
On fire. She was about to blow them up.
That was Trinity. That wasn't Naomi. That was Trinity.
Yeah, that was
and I'm so glad that she got that, because when she came back, I thought to myself, you should have stayed in TNA. They so disrespecting you, just slapping you in the face. Like,
I didn't see it that way though.
I did, and I'm gonna tell you why. I felt like, and I said the same thing. I felt like anybody who left WWE, went somewhere else, made themselves famous where they were, to then turn around and come back to the Fed, it was almost like, okay, you left us, and now you got to grind in order for you to get back on top. It happened with Trinity. It happened with I'm gonna say Matt Cardona, but
Zack Ryder.
yeah, is it everybody who's left? Well, he didn't leave; he got fired. But I'm just saying, when you go somewhere else, it happened with Mercedes. She made that option to go somewhere else, make herself famous, and if she were to come back, I honestly don't feel like off the top she's going to get any type of play.
What do you mean make her so famous?
Well,
that was listen. Him picking her up was Tony Khan's fu to the Fed.
I get that,
but she was already. She was the most.
I misspoke when I said make her famous.
I'm like, she's the most anticipated signing.
And I agree. The reason why, because she was Sasha Banks, and they thought, okay, you can't do this without us.
Yeah.
And they do that more with the women than they do the men.
Absolutely.
Because look at what Cody accomplished from when he left. They threw money at him to come back. Look at Drew McIntyre. Drew got hot on the Mendes.
Yeah.
They threw money, man. Come on back. Please, you'll be a champ. You'll be a champ. The same way was Matt Cardona. Matt, I love anybody that leaves, get fired, whatever happens, they leave. They go and show WWE, this is what you missed out on. And then when they get hot, then it's like, hey, you know what? We sorry. Come on back.
But I think Matt came back. I think Matt came back for Chelsea. He came back for his wife.
Matt always, when he left, he said he wanted to come back. He didn't have a problem coming back, but he made such a huge name for himself.
The indie guy.
Yes. And that's the key to, if you go to the WWE and you get released, or you want to, if you go out there and grind and make WWE feel like, damn, how could we miss out? You see what this dude do? Man, look, call him up and hey, come on back. And they always throw that, come on home. Come on. It's like, to me, it's okay to do that. And I'll give you a prime example right now. And y'all mark my words, and within the next 2 years, she'll be back. That is Shotzi. Shotzi is out there on them indie wrestling grinding. Making name. Every time you turn around, you hear her name at some damn promotion, and she ain't stopping. And WWE gonna be like,
I don't think she's gonna come back though.
Oh, I put money. She's
she want her tank.
They got her tank.
She gotta
come back.
Look, you want this?
So you know what though? But here's okay. So on the flip side of that, you have a CM Punk. I honestly don't think that the Fed wanted him back.
They didn't.
And I think that they brought him back as a FU back. Like, it's so they're Tony Khan, and I don't know if it's Nick Khan. I don't know if it's Triple H. I don't know if it's Vince behind the scenes. If it's, what's the other dude? Oh, Nick Khan. The way that they trade Ari Emanuel, the way that they trade barbs back and forth, because Jade was a FU to Tony Khan, Mercedes was a FU to the Fed, Cody was a FU to Tony Khan. Now you got Daniel Bryanson was a FU to the Fed. Like, they go back and forth. So Punk leaving or getting fired from AEW, I think, is the only reason that the Fed wanted him back. They didn't want him. They just wanted to give Tony Khan a finger. And they promised Punk a run. They promised Punk, whatever it was. Because Punk, I don't think Punk wanted to go back. he was pissed at Tony Khan too. All of this is like a big weird ex-girlfriend, ex-boyfriend revenge situation. Like, it's very weird.
Yeah, definitely. I think with Punk's situation is different than I think anyone else's, because, and this is just the way I looked at it.
Mhm.
Punk went to AEW and he was damn determined and bound to make them be as good, if not better than WWE.
Mhm.
Well, the one thing Punk found out, that people respected him, but they were doing him the way he did people back in his younger days. And the thing was, it was like, look, if I'm a veteran and y'all are not, and I'm trying to give you some advice, and y'all say, well, I get it, thank you, but I'm good over here.
Mhm.
I shouldn't be mad because you don't want to take my advice. There are plenty of people who wanted him and his advice. So, okay, cool. You don't have to. You do what you want to do. I'm going to do my thing. And that's what I think was the big tipping point for Punk. You won't listen to me. I'm CM Punk. I'm waiting this. And it's like, he became that jilted girlfriend who she wanted to leave but didn't have the balls to break up. So she did something so he could Tony could break up with him. So then she runs back to the old boyfriend like, you know what, baby? I was a little wrong. You right. I'm wrong. Come on. Let me come home.
Let me come home.
And again, he's making money. He's doing his thing. And I think, I always joked about him getting hurt. But I told somebody, I said, this shows the difference when you wrestle consistently. You have house shows and stuff where you can get your body back into shape versus wrestling like 2 times a week, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, that's what I think, honestly, what was Punk's problem. He didn't wrestle enough to get his body to be used to it again.
Conditioned again, yeah.
Yeah.
That's very true.
And again, they're both of them are bitter. But I say this, I'm glad I'd rather have them bitter and doing what they're doing now versus when WWE was the only game in town, because they got lazy, complacent. Look, you need a rival.
Yeah.
You need it because it helps you build yourself up. It makes you stay creative, and it's great for the wrestling fans. And when and WWE in the 2000s, that was probably the closest I came to getting stop watching wrestling. All it was tough, but and then WWE is like, we ain't got no competition, so we're gonna make our own SmackDown versus Raw. Well, for the first little bit, it was okay, and then it got stupid. And then they decide, hey, we're going back to letting everybody be on both shows.
That's why they are now. What brand split? There's no brand split.
Exactly. Then they went to brand split again. Then they didn't do it. They don't follow their rules. So
rules.
It's confusing. It's like, wait a minute. What the hell is he doing on this show? What? And then you're talking about you signed him. Okay, you signed him for SmackDown, but he's back on Raw. What?
Back on Raw. Absolutely.
So again, I know a lot of people think that I'm just a WWE hater. I'm not. I just can't stand obvious stuff because it's with my soul. And I tried to. Okay, this is sports entertainment. Why am I taking this so seriously?
Yeah,
because it don't make
WWE sometimes. Like I can say right now Raw's terrible. I think that they're kind of loafing around until the Royal Rumble to make some stuff happen. SmackDown has been consistent the last few weeks. I'm mad I went to bed before the Carmelo Hayes and Leon Slater match, but everybody was telling me it was amazing. I missed it. I haven't gone back to watch it, but I do intend to go back and watch it. Raw is missable. Y'all moved to Netflix, and the best show that y'all had was probably the debut on Netflix.
The booing of Hulk Hogan. That always put a smile on my face, personally.
Listen, he deserves it. I will forever say, fuck Hulk Hogan. I've never been a fan. So me and my husband have this thing where we talk about whether or not we're heel or faces.
Okay.
My husband is a baby face.
Oh, now I'm a baby face.
You have some heelish tendencies, but I am truly a heel. I never like Hulk. I don't like the good guys. I don't like Hulk Hogan. You know, I didn't like John Cena. The best match he had was the last one. I don't like the super uber. Everything's wonderful and we're all great. No,
so you don't like Cody then?
Now, listen. Don't you talk about Raheem. That is Cody Raheem Rhodes, and we love him. He is our black champion. He was our black champion. We love Cody Raheem Rhodes. But even he the last month, the last 6 weeks. Okay, we went to a house show. We went to a house show in December. My brother got us tickets for Christmas. They did the holiday tour here in Detroit.
Right.
Me and my husband went. I popped for Sammy because we had never seen Sammy live. I popped for Shinsuke because every time I see him, I'm going to see him. We had never seen R-Truth. It was amazing. We left before the main event of Cody versus Drew because we have seen Cody 45 times. We have said, whoa. We have sang Adrenaline in My Soul. We ain't got to see Cody Rhodes, not no more. He got boring and generic. Now, the man is fine and he can hang a suit. And I love Cody Raheem Rhodes, but I ain't got to see him wrestle no more.
That's
the face.
That's the video. That's the video that made me fall in love with y'all. I fell out laughing because you were like, oh yeah, I'm gonna talk about it.
Yeah, and that's why I'm a heel. That's why I'm the heel, because he was like, well, we can stay for, I don't have to stay for that motherfucker. I've seen him. We seen it. It's in my phone. I got the videos from every time we have seen him. Whoa, we've done it. I've yelled. Listen, I even told him when he came out, we stayed for the intro, because here's the thing. His theme song makes me pop every time. I love it. I get adrenaline in my soul, but I don't want to see you wrestle. I don't care.
I can understand he's gotten still. That's why I'm hoping that they are gonna give him the heel turn he needs.
Come on, be the one to attack Jacob. Make your hair more.
Yeah, see, that's it right there. When they find out that he did attack him, and Drew, out of the billion things Drew has said, he's been right.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't do it. Because if I did it, I would have told you.
So I have a theory about Karrion Kross, and I have a theory about Drew McIntyre.
Okay.
Karrion Kross, who did I say he was the reason for? Karrion Kross is the reason for something, and Drew McIntyre is the reason the bloodline exists. But I forgot Karrion Kross. Everything Karrion said before he left WWE came true. Every time he said the Wyatt Six, Karrion Kross is the reason there's a Wyatt Six, and Drew McIntyre is the reason that there's a bloodline. That's why I hope Roman doesn't come back and get that belt so they can do Cody Roman, because we don't care. But Roman and Drew, I'll eat it up. Because Drew has had a vendetta against the bloodline from when he felt like they screwed him out of his championship before. And if y'all don't pick that storyline thread back up.
The thing is, too, he wasn't lying.
He wasn't lying.
He's like, They screwed me so many times. And you said no, he's not lying. They did.
They did. But you was a whiner, and I don't stop whining now. Just go kick ass.
Yeah.
You think he was whining when he was talking about CM Punk and when he got to making fun of him and his elbow.
Listen, I think Drew is the best troll there is.
Oh,
there's not a better troll.
Him, Becky.
Becky's a terrible troll. Becky's a horrible troll.
No, Becky be hitting the funny line. Like when she went to Maxine's wedding. You gonna tell me that wasn't funny?
That was.
You need to enjoy this day because I'm gonna get my title back.
That was hilarious, but I think Becky's character. I like her. I'm in between on Becky's heel run. I don't know. I don't want you to go back to be that Irish last kicker because that was trash.
Right.
But I want. You know what I want? Give me back the man. When Nia Jax punched you in the face and you was just out there kicking ass, that's what I want. Blood smeared across your face, SmackDown shirt. That's what, when you became big time Bex, I wasn't really interested. Now you're starting to dress like your weird ass husband. I don't like it.
My wife, every time Seth comes out, she'll say, he's been back in Becky's closet again. Look at him.
But I will say this, King Troy is their stylist, and that's a black man. And for that black man to be on WWE's radar and be dressing these WWE stars, we love it. I'm rooting for everybody black.
So that is something I was just about to bring up.
You know what?
How do y'all feel about the way they've been treating the Street Profits?
I'm sorry, who are they? Listen, if they don't hurry up and get my boys back on TV, because I've been waiting on them to either break them up and let Montez do his singles run, or make them the heel, make them an actual heel tag team. I don't know if it's because they feel like it doesn't work, but stop pairing them up with everybody. What I was actually going to say when you were talking about people trolling people, I'm sorry, Kofi Kingston is hilarious.
Him and Xavier Woods are professional trolls.
Yeah, their work is hilarious. But digressing, going back to the Street Profits, I'm tired of seeing Montez on my game as a world champion, but not in real life.
I'm tired of seeing Montez produce these fucking vignettes on Instagram. You was talking to yourself in a mirror, dog. You was talking to yourself in the mirror. You had me believing. You was in the black suit. Listen, let them. And here's the thing. Going back all the way back to when they paired them with Bobby Lashley. I was waiting on them to just let these guys do their thing. And then Dawkins got injured. And then Bobby got released.
That would have been the point to go ahead and give Montez his
They
solo
did.
run.
They gave the solo push when he was in the elimination chamber, hanging upside down like a spider monkey from the top of the cage and then dropping. But they didn't do nothing with it after that. And I was pissed. I'm like, yes, this is the Rocket. Put it on his back. Let's go. And then they did. And they was like, hey, you go back to catering. I'm waiting on the Profits to show up in AEW.
It's funny because the stuff I've been hearing is they have nothing for them.
Nothing for them.
And apparently their contract is supposed to be coming up real soon. That's what I hear. Look, and if they do end up going somewhere else, I think they need it. Just like
I just have a theory in my head. Oh god.
Oh, I'm trying to think of the former tag team champs at AEW. I can't think of their name, but they.
The Revival.
The
what's
ones
her
that her syndicate beat for the titles.
Oh yeah, you're talking about
name? Dex and Cash.
No. The young boys.
Yeah. Dang.
Private Party.
Yes.
Private Party. That's it. I heard they're waiting on their schedule. I mean, for their contract to end so they could go to WWE.
Why? You already got the Hurt Business. But let me say this. So my husband said they have work for B-Fab. Now let's go back to B-Fab and got everybody in Hit Row released. Then they put her with the Prophets. Are you telling me that she's the kiss of death? Don't make me hate B-Fab. Don't make me hate her. I love her.
Well, I was gonna say, have a little mercy on her. She got the Jade Cargill injury, so give her a little.
But you know what? B-Fab was improving in her wrestling.
Yes.
Too.
Yeah.
Yes.
The middle of last year, they kind of gave her a little run. Then they paired her with Meechin, and I'm just confused because why won't they give Mia Yim a fucking belt? She been wrestling Chelsea for 93 years. You didn't put this girl in the garbage can. Y'all won't give her this belt. Y'all gave Zelina Vega a belt and made me believe like I believed in that little Puerto Rican princess. Give Meechin a belt.
They said they gave her a kendo stick.
She's the female Sandman.
Yeah. All she need to do is come out there and start slamming beer cans across her.
I'm telling you. And look, I'm like this with Meechin. You have a diamond in the rough just sitting there.
Yeah.
You won't do anything with her. And then you pair with B-Fab. It's like, okay, either let them do something amazing in the tag team division or let them get some kind of singles gold. I mean,
in reality, everybody that joins that roster is not going to touch a belt.
Right. True.
But when you have people who are organically behind people, like they're organically gaining ground, I think there's something that needs to be said about you all putting a rocket on their back. But it's like WWE doesn't want you to like who you want to like. They want you to like who they manufacture. But
yes.
And then when they do give you what you want, a la Kofi Kingston as a champion, you have it for 3 weeks, and then they call in Brock Lesnar or fucking the female Brock Lesnar, which is Charlotte Flair, to come and ruin your title run.
I wish I could say you were lying, but you are dead right.
Can we talk about the fact that it's not working for Julia?
Well, and I would say the reason why it's not working for Julia because it makes no sense of why they threw her and that girl with her. It makes no sense.
No, she was doing all right on her own. She was fine. Again, when you come out of NXT, it does not always work in your favor.
They should have left her in NXT. She wasn't ready.
I agree.
You cannot listen. There are only a couple people who can get on the mic and not speak. And that has already been fulfilled by Kyrie, Io, and Asuka. They don't want nobody else in that microphone who cannot speak. Y'all put her with Kiana James, who you all expected people to know from NXT. Listen, we have been playing WWE 2K games since 2019, 2018. We have heard Kiana James's music so much, and we could not figure out who it belonged to until one day they showed her and her music was playing, and we was like, "That's hers." And what the hell y'all got her on here like she's somebody, like y'all done paired her with Lita. You paired her with Super Molly Holly and expected people who to know her. They don't know her. You don't even go here.
Oh my God. So I don't know if y'all can tell it or not, but I'm a big gamer too. You can see all the systems behind me. I've been getting WWE games for I don't know how long.
Yeah.
And it amazes me when you play a 2K game, certain people that WWE never do anything with are super fire in the game. And it's like, man, come on.
Listen, I have made a superstar out of Berto. I have made such a superstar out of Berto. Who is it? Is Berto that I've been working with?
I have had, Paul will tell you, mine was JC Jane, and I actually talked about this. I made her a champion on my game before she was champion in NXT. She would not let go of that belt. I had to put that broad in a casket match and fix the match for her to lose so she could give up that belt. She held that belt for 2 seasons. That is 50 damn games. Give me my belt back. I don't want you. Give me my belt back. Give it to me.
Here it is. You go to play with, I don't know,
Julia. She fucking sucks on the game. She can't get a rivalry.
I started a rivalry on the game between Julia and B-Fab, and Julia has yet to win one match.
B-Fab is his current champion on the game.
And I know this is gonna sound so disrespectful, and I try not to be, but with B-Fab, I always say she's the broke version of Bianca Belair.
Yeah, Timu. It's like what I wanted, what I ordered versus what I got.
I try not to be disrespectful.
No,
and,
I like
and I'm biased too because Bianca comes from here, from my hometown.
Yeah.
We actually went to the same high school, so I feel a little kinship.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I tell you somebody else who they've done dirty, and she comes from Knoxville too. Oh God. I can't. She hangs with the Creed brothers.
Ivy Nile.
Ivy Niles. Now, look, when you start losing to the former Intercontinental Champion who hadn't won a match in over 7 years, they trying to tell you something.
Ivy Nile is a boring ass wrestler.
But she's not though. It goes
They
back
don't,
to
they don't let her do anything.
when she
That's
was in
why she's
NXT.
boring.
When she was in NXT, she was a lot more over until she got on the main roster.
Well, now she is a boring ass wrestler.
I will say this. I was glad she finally took her hair out the cornrows.
Yes.
Listen, when she was on Insight, and I'm listening to her and Chris Van Vliet talk, I'm sorry. I love Chris Van Vliet's show, but that had to be one of the first times that I thought I had melatonin because it was boring.
Boring. She don't eat, she don't sleep, the girl don't cuss, she don't walk fast, she don't jaywalk. She is this white bread. It's possible mayonnaise,
Vanilla.
white bread, vanilla, boring snooze fest. And that's exactly what I look at her when I see her wrestle. She might be great. They call it a pit bull, all of the things. She is boring as shit. I do not ever want to see a Ivy Nile match. That's my bathroom break. I ain't never got to see her wrestle. I'm good.
Okay, so I got to ask this question.
Mm-hmm.
If God came to y'all and God said, you all can do an interview with anyone, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
I feel like we did this question.
I do, but I don't
remember who I said.
Who would I say
I
now?
thought it was
though?
a good one though. That's
Okay. All right, because I'm gonna always bargain. Okay, Jesus, listen. Can I give you a male and a female answer?
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
Okay. If I could interview anybody, any wrestler, dead or alive, the dead one would be Eddie Guerrero. I love Eddie Guerrero. The swagger, the lie, cheat, steal, the charisma, the wrestling ability, the way he connected with fans. I love Eddie Guerrero. If I could do a female, okay, I have a petty answer, but I don't want to say that because it's not really what my petty answer is. I want to interview China, and I want to be like, why won't they put you in the Hall of Fame? What did you do to them? But that's not my real answer.
What? Wait a minute. Hold. Stop. You don't know why China is not legitimately Hall of Fame?
I know why, right?
Okay.
I know why. But y'all put Stacey Keebler in there, and I want y'all to tell me why you fucked that Victoria Wilson. Why the fuck that makes sense to me?
So I'm actually gonna give my answer now because, ironically enough, my answer to somebody who is dead is also somebody who is not in the Hall of Fame, probably won't be in the Hall of Fame.
Oh God, I'm scared.
I think I already know what you're gonna say.
What are you gonna say?
Owen Hart.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were gonna say Chris Benoit. I was gonna be like, oh, we know.
I did too.
I said, oh my God, we know why.
I was thinking like, oh, he gonna bring Chris up.
No, listen, I love Chris as a wrestler.
The Rabbit Wolverine was great.
But by far one of the best champions, in my opinion. But as a human being,
fuck him. No.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna keep it. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it a little more simpler than that. Yes, we say Owen Hart.
Okay.
So funny enough, most of the people I've asked that question, I would say 75% has said Eddie Guerrero.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say on this came up a few times also. So I definitely understand those picks.
As a woman, you know who I want to interview as a woman?
Who's that?
I want to interview Stephanie McMahon.
Interesting.
I gotta know how
she's not giving up.
I know, but I want to be the one to ask the question. Like, what is your story, Stephanie? Like, we know the publicized story, but I have to imagine growing up with Vincent Kennedy McMahon as my father is a mind fuck. To be auctioned off to my current, I don't know about her and Triple H. Relationship look fine or whatever, but it looks really weird. And why did you walk away when they named you president and CEO? Why did you a week later say no, I'm good?
I think I can answer that one.
Oh,
now I think, again, this is just my opinion. I think Stephanie knew the shit was about to hit the fan, and she was like, "Nah, dog, y'all ain't taking me with that."
Correct.
Dad, you screwed up. Nah. Because you saw when he got power back, first thing he did, Stephanie, you're fired.
Yeah.
You know that family got some.
And I think I want to know, like, so how do you do it? Like, I don't know if I could work with an entity like WWE as a McMahon after everything that happened. Like, that has to be difficult for her to juggle those two things. I watch her podcast, What's Your Story? I think that she has some interesting, you see a different side of Stephanie's personality. Like, you see her more relaxed, you see her laughing and enjoying herself. So you see her more from a humanistic standpoint.
Right.
But, I also want to ask her, why y'all won't put China in the fucking Hall of Fame? We all know what happened, but that doesn't take away from who she was.
And what she's going to tell you is China is in the Hall of Fame.
China's not in the Hall of Fame. DX is in the Hall of Fame. China's not in the Hall of Fame.
When she went in with DX, that's probably the closest you'll ever get her being in the Hall of Fame.
And that's such trash to me. That's why when they do these Hall of Fame shits, I don't take this shit seriously. Rey Mysterio retired and went in the Hall of Fame and has retired every damn week afterwards. You have not retired, sir.
I would say this, and this is something that I've talked to different people about. the Hall of Fame is a popularity contest because here's my thing. Ivan Koloff did the one thing that nobody else could do. He beat Bruno Sammartino for the title. Bruno held that damn title damn near 8 years. Years. And Ivan beat him. And how they pay his legacy back? You're a quick mention.
Yeah.
What? And again, there are so many different people that do not get the credit they deserve and get put in the Hall of Fame. I understand there's many of wrestlers and they're petty about certain things and stuff. I get it. But there is no reason certain people still are not in the Hall of Fame. I talked to the British Bull, the Dynamite Kid's daughter. She is a sweet, sweet young lady. She is fighting to get her father in the Hall of Fame. The British Bulldogs were one of the top teams in the 80s. Why in the hell that they are not, the Dynamite Kid is not in the Hall of Fame boggles me, boggles my mind.
This is what I'll say. I don't need no more of the Rock's relatives in the Hall of Fame. Don't put nobody else in your family in the fucking Hall of Fame, sir. We got it. We're good. We know. Y'all everywhere. They gonna put the family dog in the Hall of Fame. This is Bookie. No.
Here's another funny thing. So I decided I wanted to see who was all in WWE's Hall of Fame.
Ooh.
So I went down that rabbit hole and I found the site that was super detailed on everybody who's in the Hall of Fame. You know, it's more wrestlers in the Hall of Fame that they halfway never mention. That it's like a 5-minute thing where they run through 17 of them and go on about their business. And it's like, man, this is so disrespectful. Again, I get you can't put everybody in, but there's some legends you just need to acknowledge.
Yeah.
And like I said, with Ivan Koloff, you have arguably the number one performer in your company's history, held your title for 8 long years.
Long years.
If it wasn't for him and what he accomplished, y'all wouldn't be where you are today. The guy that beat him, I think you want to rank him a little higher. And they don't. And it's like, what? But hey, you know who can go in? The Honky Tonk Man.
Yeah.
Now, no disrespect to the Honky Tonk Man, because he did great with the Intercontinental title. I'm not saying that, but let's weigh the two options and who you think should go up in that mug.
The Honky Tonk Man should never be a conversation in anybody's topic of anybody's conversation. I
don't have a problem per se with them putting Honky in. I think he did
they got a lot of honkies in there.
Stop.
I'm sorry, y'all.
I'm about to say thank you. You just got me.
I'm sorry. I don't want to get you demonetized. My apologies.
The statements from JT do not and are not affiliated with
with the chef, Professor Bear, love and wrestling, love and hip hop, love and wrestling, or the WSN. These are my opinions and my opinions alone. And I am unfortunately a heel. So
you are.
We do heelish things.
You'll get Ric Flair run for the money.
Listen, if me and Ric Flair can get into a little back and forth,
She'll give
I can get
Drew a run for his
we
money.
can listen. We can listen. If I can get some fans off of it and monetize this boy the way I need to monetize it, what you talking about? Yeah.
Oh my God. Woo.
I forgot what I was going to say.
Sorry. Sorry, love. I'm sorry.
So, another question I have: do y'all watch any independent shows?
I have stumbled upon Lucha Underground a few times. I honestly will say this.
Damn, I don't think I knew that.
I know. I stumbled, and this was a few years ago, before Chelsea Green resigned to WWE. Now, I like Chelsea Green. I think she is camp. Like, I love it. I think she's camp. I get it. I get the charisma, the persona. But I watched her, and I was at Penta.
Yeah.
I watched that match, and I gained such a respect for her as an athlete, because the way he was chopping her chest was insane. It was insane.
I would tell anybody who is watching this, go out your way to see Penta versus Chelsea Green in Lucha Underground.
She was reclusa back then. Reclusa, like a spider or something. It was that, and then I watched another intergender match, and forgive me, I don't know who it was. Now I don't remember who it was, but that was the first time I really saw intergender matches be real matches, not choreographed dances.
I can give you one right now.
Who?
Asuka versus Murder Grandpa.
Oh, the great one. She did it.
Lord have anybody who wrestled Murder Grandpa. You are putting your life on the line with that maniac.
Yeah,
there's something wrong with him.
Love him to death, but
oh yeah, I
would not. I don't even think if I was at a fan fest and he was signing autographs, I would go near him, because he looked like that. He'll hear something in his head and just start swinging at people. I can't take it. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, so I have a question for you.
Yes.
Who is a wrestler that if you were locked in like a cab, like in a small room, who was the wrestler you think you could take?
Yeah. Well, okay. Let me make some details of myself known, okay? I am 6'4".
Mm-hmm.
I'm 300 pounds. I'm 52 years old. I've had 2 back surgeries. I've had 5 hip surgeries. So I tell you, and truthfully, I would kill Seth Rollins.
Oh,
let me tell you why.
Oh, okay.
I tell you why. Because not that I'm saying taking away the skills, and Seth Rollins can go. He could go. But Seth can't go with a man. As Ric Flair said, I'm the dirtiest player in the game.
I know that's right.
Look, by the time I'm through, he gonna be coming out crying, asking Becky to come get me off of him.
She thinks I'm crazy for my answer.
Yeah, let him give his answer.
I want Brock Lesnar.
So, quick question. Why didn't you tell me your husband was on some kind of some medicine that I needed to know?
So my husband is 5'11", former offensive lineman, 380.
Well, okay. I respect that. But Brock is a whole different beast.
And that's why I want him. That's exactly why I want him. Because don't get me wrong. I'm probably the one that actually likes Brock more than she does. But the truth of the matter is, because I respect Brock, that's why I want Brock. Brock done had some challenges, but he ain't really had no challenges. Let Brock face somebody from the hood.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hey,
That's what I'm
hey,
talking about.
I feel that. I feel that.
You're good at your collegiate style and your professional wrestling. Come to the hood and challenge me. I'm not German suplexing you. There is no suplex city. I'm gonna handle your ass. We gonna have a whole another conversation. So
Look, I ain't mad at you at all. If you, again, just like I said, Seth, I get it. Some people you like. I respect you, but it's something that is off with me that you really don't want. Just,
Listen. Who would I so I
know I'm off. I
yeah. See, I respect that. I respect that.
You know who I would want? Cause and I love her as a personality. I don't like the current iteration of her. And I don't know why. I think she's irritating, and I can't see. I haven't watched a single one of her matches in the last year. But give me Mercedes Moné, because I just feel like you got a lot. And then listen, I love the cockiness. I love the 20 belts, Moné. I love it for you. But I don't. You know how I talked about earlier when I said Naomi is authentically black.
Right.
Yeah, I don't have that feeling with her. And I just want you to have an authentic experience.
I
cousin, but I got cousins too.
Well, what I was going to say, I think something off with all of them. Snoop Dogg, Snoop hurt my heart. Look, when Snoop played the Trump thing,
oh yeah,
I was done. I was done.
100%. 100%. They all did. Listen, between him, Ludacris, and Nelly, all of them.
Oh, not Luda.
Luda was just advertised for a rockin' country concert or some shit.
Okay.
A Kid Rock concert.
Yes.
Hey, listen, by the way, if y'all are listening, Kid Rock is not from Detroit. He is from Romeo. Stop saying that shit. He's not from here. We don't know him.
Stop claiming him.
We don't claim him here. We don't claim him.
That made me think of something. And I feel bad now, but I was younger and just feeling. Me and my friends went to an NWA Fan Fest.
Mm-hmm.
Both nights they had wrestling. So the first night we ringside, and they had this wrestler come out, and he was saying he was from Knoxville, Tennessee, and his gimmick was a mix of Ric Flair and Dusty Rhodes. Me and my friends kept looking at each other. Then we started chanting, "Stop claiming Knoxville." I feel bad, but it was funny. No, what was funny about it to me, and now I feel bad about it, but he looked dead at us like he wanted to cry.
Listen, I am all for people being authentic. What's his name? That's not from Detroit, but say he's from Detroit.
It's a couple of them.
Rhino.
Rhino.
You're not from Detroit.
Let's start with the Motor City Machine Gun.
Motor City Machine Guns. Y'all are from like now, and let me say this about the Motor City Machine Guns. I thought they were the biggest dweebs till we saw them at an NXT show. The NXT was here in October of 2025. And I gained a respect for them because I had never paid attention to their wrestling because I just didn't care because I was like, y'all are not from the Motor City. And I think it's cute that y'all do the mitten and y'all point. And for the people who don't know, they're pointing to Detroit because people are like, what are they pointing to? Detroit. But they're all not from Detroit. They from like Royal Oak, Hale, Michigan. I don't know. Not from the D.
I actually told her about the Motor City Machine Guns in terms of the wrestlers that they actually are. And I told her, I said, no, you're going to actually enjoy their wrestling style.
Yes.
I was big fans of them when they were in TNA and everything, even, before they even got together. And, I thought they were phenomenal then as well. But to see them as an actual tag team, again, that was another. So, going back to what we were talking about earlier, a team who has come to WWE, who I feel like has been watered down and diluted, that does not do everything that they're actually capable of doing. I feel like if you were to turn them loose and let them actually do what they did when they were in the Indies, oh man, that run with the tag team titles that they had, they really have them, and it'd be hard to get it off of them. But go ahead.
No, I was going to say I definitely agree with you. They are phenomenal tag team specialists, and they're settled down into the WWE wrestling style, which is a shame because they do so much more. But for me, how you drop the ball on possibly, and this is just my opinion, one of the current top 5 tag teams of this millennium, and you don't have them together, is the freaking Lucha Brothers.
Yeah.
That was Tony Khan's fault. They ruined that.
Well, no, it's not Tony's fault. It's WWE, because they could easily look. How many times they've had somebody go over to the other show? We were talking about that earlier.
That's true.
They could put the Lucha Brothers back together and let them do something. Help bring that tag team division up, but they don't. And I think about all the different wrestlers that's gone to one to the other company. Ricochet is blowing up. He's back to the indie Ricochet.
Yeah.
The Lucha Brothers, they're really dropping the ball with them. I said this before to someone. I'm not gonna knock anybody for making their money. If they want to pay me the salaries they paying other people to come to catering, I'm your man. But you got Rusev and have just everybody talk about the crap run he had in AEW. WWE said we can beat you and make it even worse.
Yeah,
and they have.
I think the fact that they brought Rusev back and slotted him right back in the mid card. Y'all slotted him against Sheamus, who, speaking of people who probably need to have a run with the Intercontinental belt so he can go on and retire, because Shamo is beat now.
Yeah.
I think, my husband said earlier, Tony Khan has too many toys in the toy chest.
Right.
I think WWE does too. I think bringing Rusev back, but Rusev was never going to be a main event player. They will never top Rusev Day with him. And that was the time to give him the push. But again, they don't want to push people who get over organically. They want to be the ones to create the stars. So the time to put the rocket to his back was Rusev Day. Y'all didn't. And I think it has tarnished his character. I think that Andrade playing ping pong between these two companies is absolutely insane. Sir, go to AAA. Well, not even AAA anymore. Go to some CMLL, because they don't want you here.
Because they got what's the name over there in AAA now?
Cool.
Santos.
Yeah, he just made
Why is he? Why? For why?
Because he wasn't doing nothing on SmackDown. So let's send him AAA where people know him and he could get over in AAA.
Yeah, he will. But I think that Andrade was a missed opportunity. I definitely think Rusev is a missed opportunity. And I don't think that these people are going to be around long. I think their contracts will they'll either get, future endeavored, or their contracts will just run out. Because they don't have any plans. Like, why did y'all bring R-Truth back?
Not just bring him back. Let him start developing a character that was actually getting over. People were like, oh man, this looks good.
The man shaved his head on TV.
Yeah. Just to turn around and
make him R-Truth.
I'm goofy R-Truth again.
Have him put a damn phone in a toaster. They didn't have any plans for him. And they were not renewing his contract. He went on and said, I got fired. And I think the backlash, because it made him look terrible, is what made them bring him back.
Yeah.
But even in that, when he started, like, give him an actual opportunity to do stuff with this Ron Killings character. But they didn't. They couldn't, because again, he was never part of their long-term plans. I don't think that Rusev was ever part of their long-term plans. I don't. Y'all not gonna make him a star. I know Triple H has long-range booking, like his book, like he does super duper long-term booking.
Yeah.
But there was no point. There was no point.
So I gotta ask you.
Okay.
With us talking about, because we talked a little bit about the indies, we talked a little bit about AEW. Let me ask you, how do you feel about this whole I hate to say it like that, but the amount of talent that are leaving TNA to actually come over to either WWE or AEW? Like, okay, fine. So now WWE has Joe Hendry. Now WWE has Jordan Grace. Now they have who else am I missing right now?
I think
they're gonna get Javon Evans.
Javon Evans. They're going to get Leon Slater.
Leon. I meant Leon.
Leon Slater.
I feel like invest into the talent that you currently have. You don't need Leon Slater because you already technically have Javon Evans.
But here's the thing. You got to think. WWE just rated NXT. They took Jordan. They took Javon. They're probably going to call up Ethan Page soon. They're probably going to call up Ricky Saint soon. They're going to call up JC Jane. There's not anything left, no depth left in TNA. I mean, in NXT. So you raid TNA because you're partnered with TNA, so you can raid their roster. AEW took the other leftovers from TNA. We're not gonna demonetize them. Already fucked up once. I'm not gonna do it again. TNA lost Jake something, the Rascals ish. 3 of the 4 Rascals.
4 went to 3.
You're rolling with the 3. So Josh Alexander. Steve Macklin stayed with TNA.
No, he might be.
No, he just resigned.
Oh, he did.
He resigned, and Alexander signed. Cedric
Alexander resigned with TNA.
Okay.
Mustafa Ali is over there. So
you have all this talent, but what about the ones that you're not utilizing? When are we going to see the Creeds back on TV wrestling?
They're waiting on Chad.
You don't need Chad to make them champions or to give them a championship run.
But people, the way that I think the way the WWE thinks, they only associate certain people with certain people. So if one half of that group is gone or their leader is gone, you got to pull them. Like why did y'all get rid of Giovanni Vinci and you took Ludwig Kaiser and made him a Starbucks drink? You got Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne as junior Starbucks drinks instead of just letting them be Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne.
Well, I'll say this about the three you mentioned. It was a fluke because they didn't think that it would get over as well as it did. So they were like, okay, we can keep rolling with it because it got over. The way I look at all the wrestlers leaving TNA and all that, I don't have a problem with it because everybody has goals. Not saying that TNA is like garbage. They're not. But who doesn't want to be in the big dance? When you start out in professional wrestling, your goal is to be a world champion. If that's not your goal, then what are you here for? You just want to be the US champion. You just want to be NXT X Division champ. And again, I'm not downing anybody who has that goal, but you want to be the very best you can be. Who would ever come in and say, "Hey, I'm going to be the Brooklyn Brawler"?
Right.
That's all I want. I want to be the Brooklyn Brawler. That's it. I don't want no championship runs. I don't want no merchandise. I don't want no action figures. Look. I want to be, and I hate using this word, but I'm going to use it. I want to be the jobber of the year.
The jobber of the year.
I just want a job.
You don't want to be Barry Horowitz,
man. and again, and so that's why I say, okay, I don't have a problem in bringing it up. And again, you can't keep leaning on the same talent that you've been using for 20 years. Like, I love The Undertaker, but damn it, Mark, shut up. Mark, just go back to being The Undertaker and don't do interviews. Don't talk, bro. Don't talk.
And take your wife with you. Take your wife with you. We don't want her.
Yeah. I can say so much about her, but I'm not. All I will say again, and I understand we fall in love with characters, no problem. But sometimes when you let your real personality come out, bro, you done lost some people. And Taker, Mark, I respect you. I respect the work you did. One of my favorite all-time matches of his wasn't even when he was The Undertaker. It's a match between him and Lex Luger at the Great American Bash. And Paul Lee Dangerously was his manager. That's one of my personal favorite matches just because I followed him so much, and he did go on to be the bigger superstar. But again, I get it. But man, keep your politics to yourself. Keep your politics to yourself.
Yeah, at this point, it's no longer Undertaker; it's just Mark.
Yeah. And I'm not saying he's wrong for believing what he's believing, but man, you can't. That's just like me right now, saying some old off the wall silly stuff. Then I'm gonna isolate half my fan base right off the and I'm not trying to do that. I'm gonna keep it wrestling. If it ain't about wrestling, I'm not talking about it. Because again, whatever I think is my personal, I need to keep it to me.
I think part of the issue is he bought his own hype, much as the way Dwayne did. Like, I've watched a few episodes of 6 Foot Under, but I watched it more for who the guest was. I never
Right.
particularly cared for Mark Calloway, and it is 6 foot under with Mark. Well, it was. I don't know what it is now, but it was 6 foot under with Mark Calloway. So you have that distinction that this was him as a person, not him as a wrestler.
Right.
But everything you talked about was related to wrestling. So even the name of the podcast is 6 foot under, which calls back to the Undertaker. There's nothing about Mark Calloway that I find interesting. Right? There's some stories you hear from different people, and that's like, oh, that's interesting. But I personally would never tune in to see him talk to anybody because, and not for his politics, just because as a human, I'm not interested.
Right.
Now, I used to watch Stone Cold when he did the
Stone Cold.
Stone, but it was called something, whatever it was, the Stone Cold podcast.
Broken Skull.
I think Stone Cold was funny, but I was interested in him as a person, not just a wrestler.
Right.
The same thing with like Stephanie. I think Stephanie's podcast has given me a different view of her.
Right.
As a person. But if she would have been Stephanie McMahon, the character, I don't care what you're talking about.
No, and I get that 1,000% because Stephanie, the character, I can't stand. I cannot stand. And like you said, sometimes when people actually are themselves, it's like, oh,
Yeah, it's refreshing.
okay. That man, this is interesting. All this time I locked you on for this character, but you're not the character.
You're not
You're
the character.
totally different. And I guess, and it could go the opposite way. Like Mark Callow, man, his wife.
You know who else I like? Maven. I didn't think I would like Maven's podcast. I avoided it for a long time.
Maven is very cool and interesting. And like you said, it just depends on what you're looking for.
Yeah.
And actually that is the perfect segue for me to say this. The reason why I'm doing this Appreciation Month is because there are so many different podcasters that do a lot for wrestling and get no credit whatsoever. Now, most of them, I feel like they don't want credit. They're getting to live their dream. But I still think that podcasters should get credit. I'm a big, firm believer in people getting their flowers while they're alive, because once you're gone, you can't smell them, you can't enjoy them. So for me, that's part of the reason why I'm doing this, is to give podcasters and reviewers the love I think y'all deserve. And for me, I want to tell y'all thank you. Continue doing what you do. Y'all are funny. Like I said, from the first and legitimately from the first time I saw y'all, I thought to myself, I've got to get y'all on the show. Even if we didn't make it to this, I was planning on reaching out so y'all could come on my show. I love what y'all do, and I hope y'all nothing but success and gain everything you're looking for. So thank you.
Thank you. Go ahead.
I look forward to doing this with you
again.
If you ever want to have us again.
We are.
Oh yeah.
I promise you, she won't get you demonetized. I promise.
I don't know how he's promising that, because I can't. No, I'm just kidding. But I will say we are just a couple that loves wrestling. We enjoy it. We enjoy the sport of it. We enjoy the entertainment of it. We enjoy talking about it. We enjoy the live shows. We're thankful that we get to participate in this space with you. And we appreciate you for acknowledging what started as we should just talk about the stuff that we talk about to everybody, because I think it's funny. Like, that's really how it started. We didn't have no grand scheme. We didn't have an idea like, oh, let's go. It was the stuff that we say is outrageous, and I think other people should hear it.
And
Other people should be subjected to our craziness, and I just feel like, why not?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know how much of a word in I actually get because I feel like she's gonna put. I'm like her Marty Jannetty. She's gonna put me through a window. She's gonna. This is our podcast, and then it's gonna become the her podcast, and
so I need to make sure I tune in.
Yeah.
Before that glass shatter is soon.
That is so awful.
And this is why I enjoyed y'all, because you can tell how sincere both of y'all are. Y'all both funny, but when it boils down to it too, y'all are so knowledgeable. Y'all can go like, hey, we can be silly, or we can really talk about these things, and the chemistry is there. And to me, that's what makes y'all so wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Y'all are number 2 now on the longest podcast I've had.
I'm sorry.
No need to apologize. But it just goes to show when you're having fun and enjoying, man, time flies. So again, I'm like, I happen to look, I'm like, oh man, I got to get ready for my other one. All right. But again, y'all definitely coming back. I would definitely be in touch. And again, thank y'all so very much for doing what y'all doing and coming on my show. I really appreciate it.
Well, thank you so much again for having us. We look forward to it. I'll be a well-behaved woman next time.
If you are, I'm gonna kick you off my show. You better be you. All that needs to be said. You be you, and I deal with that other stuff when other stuff comes. So don't ever change.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate you. And thank you for sharing this space with us. This has been fun.
And much success to you as well.
Listen, much success.
Thank you so much. Guys, girls, thank you so much for sitting around the campfire, enjoying another great story. Man, this is what this month is all about, to give people their flowers and enjoy, and to let you as the guests understand what we go through as podcasters, and we can share the same space without worrying about you taking fans from me, or man, you stealing this. It's just about having fun and talking about wrestling. So with that being said, my last thing is please go support your local indie wrestling.
Absolutely.
I tell you, they bring such a energy that you can't get at the big shows. And I'm not saying that they're worse or better. What I'm saying is different. So give it a try. You just never know who you will see that's on the indies one day, and then the next day they could be WWE World Champion. You never know.
Absolutely.
So with that being said, I am Professor Bear. This has been the Bear's Thought, and we'll see you around the campfire very soon. Y'all take care.